Getty from GettyStewart.com back again with more oranges. Now we've cut the tops off to take a look at what's inside these oranges. Let's talk more about how to segment them and use them in recipes. So we've already got a great start in that we've taken the top off of these. And I'm going to start with the grapefruit. So I've done the top, I've done the bottom as well, where I just want to cut off a nice layer and then have a flat position where I can lay it down and then run my knife around the edge of the grapefruit, trying to take as little fruit as possible, but also making sure that I get that white pith. The white pith is the part that makes the grapefruit a little bit bitter. And so if we remove that, we will have nothing but amazingly tasty, juicy little segments. So I go all the way around the fruit. And then if there's some left on the bottom, and this is when, so there you go. I have gone all the way around the fruit. If there's little spots, I might want to cut those out. There you have it, a nicely a nicely peeled grapefruit. Now this is when things get really juicy, so I'm gonna have a bowl close at hand. But my next step is to slice it in half, and this is my chance to remove any seeds that might pop out, but also to take that whiter inside middle out. And I'm just going to cut a little bit of a V from one side, turn it around, and cut a V in the other side and remove that. And there you see it's already starting to fall apart and gives me a chance to remove more seeds. Now this here, I'm going to use my knife and peel back the membranes and then start working over a bowl so that I can again take out the seed and toss those segments right in. And this membrane part is the part that we don't want. So now that I've got that inside middle, these segments really just almost fall apart themselves. I use my knife to help it out a little bit, and segments just like so. And I'm going to go ahead and do that with the rest of my grapefruit. There I have beautiful grapefruit segments ready to be used in a recipe. But I want to incorporate some of these other citrus as well because they're just so beautiful and colorful. So I'm going to do the same thing with the others. Now with oranges, the pith is not as bitter, and it's really not as important to try and remove all the membranes. So you don't need to segment them as we did the grapefruit. You can if you choose, but it's not as necessary as with the grapefruit. So often what I do is I will peel it very much like the grapefruit, just so that it has a nice appearance and we don't have that main pith from the outside of the orange. There we go. And then I go ahead and I slice it, and again I want to just get rid of that inside membrane, and sometimes I can peel it out and that looks pretty good to me. Same with that. And then I'm not going to bother segmenting. I'm just going to go ahead and cut into pieces. I'm not going to worry about segmenting or separating them all. I'm just going to put those pieces right in there. Oh, and all that juiciness, I want to capture that as well. So there we go. So I'm going to capture all that juice as well. Look at that. That's just going to be amazing. And then here's my Cara Cara, so I'm going to do the same thing. You have it, such a beautiful medley of all the different citrus fruit, the different variety of oranges and grapefruit that we've put together. It just looks delicious and it smells heavenly. I can't wait to turn this either into just dessert as is for tonight, maybe with a little bit of maple syrup on top, or honey, or maybe even brown sugar, and or maybe a little bit of yogurt, and this for breakfast or for dessert or snack. I could also use this to toss into a salad, maybe a stir fry, whatever the case may be. I know it's going to be delicious, and I hope you take advantage of citrus season as well. Enjoy, and visit me at www.gettystewart.com.